Welcome everyone to Yang Medicine Week 11, The Secret of Energy Mastery. We've done Schematic 5, the Golden Heart Breath. We're getting deeper into this work, deeper into the golden hour. So let's go. Our mission today is Yang Wisdom. We're going to talk about the secret of energy mastery, the whole point of this program. It's so simple, and yet it took me 12 years of energy medicine to realize this, and 2 years of working with the sun. We're going to go over your golden age, just things you're experiencing, things you will be experiencing through this core sovereignty, this core embodiment, enlightenment work. We're going to jump into Star Schematic 6 and unleashing your healing genius. And then we're going to do some really incredible extreme light bending. Once again, it's simple but comprehensive. So master level of attention here as we go forward. We finished up the month 1 of base camp, the total systems power up, juicing up the whole systems from chakras to nervous system to spinal and the rest. Victory Ascent, we've done a lot of core surgery on all densities, melted moving. And the Visionary Summit now is like this embodied enlightenment, creating more golden hours, golden manifestations, pure unadulterated joy in your life, being kind of your own walking goddess, godhead and of energy, infinite yang, infinite yin. And we're really getting closer to that 5 times your infinite yang energy, virile power that will automatically lift that yin energy to match it. So let's go for the gold. We got a couple weeks left. This is like that final kick of this program of you'll likely get double the results in the next 2 weeks as long as you go for it, because this is what we've been doing, is building momentum. So once again, I just want to kind of secret of energy mastery, golden age, Star Schematic 6, and some sculpting the core with light bending. The secret of energy mastery. Here it is. And you're probably discovering it yourself. To be the master, you need to be the energy of the master. What does that mean? It means it's not about knowing a million techniques. Gosh, have you spent years of your life learning a million techniques, a million biohacks, a million yoga moves, Kundalini, ayahuasca ceremonies, all this? It's not about a million moves. It's about core power, feeling core power, juicing yourself up, filling yourself with that oceanic infinite yin yang energy and raising that vertical current up, raising your core power, your divinity, you're literally how you've juiced up with light, this essential force of everything. And once you do that and really get to 95% core mastery, a lot of great things happen. And you can really work with that horizontal current of total creative power. So you're just filled up with the God juice, goddess juice, quantum energy, however you want to look at that. Beautiful. We're becoming an energy connoisseur. You feel. And then healing becomes more about creation. Life becomes more about creation. Creating all these great things in our lives. Once you are flowing with that fountain of youth, the fountain of life, the fountain of resurrected health, mood, confidence, total creative core confidence and power. And once you're overflowing with that, all of these other great things, all your other great missions in life kind of start happening. And you can follow the guidance and create at will. So the secret of energy mastery, be the energy of the master, fill with light. Just the other day, I was sitting in the sun getting 3 hours of bombarded light underneath a bridge. It was really beautiful by this desert river. These boulders were there, and it was just star alchemizing, going real deep into that golden heart breath. And suddenly I was so filled with light, I just heard, I am the guru. And guys, if you've heard this already, I'm not that interested in guru trips. I like team. I like skiing in a team, not with a guru. But what I heard wasn't like my head's the guru, my ego, not even my body. It was this light itself. The light energy was the guru, the consciousness, the awakening energy, the awakened illuminated master. And so when I heard that, I was like, oh, that light's the guru. It's me and I'm that, but also it's everything. So, to the secret of energy mastery is to be that energy of our guru, of the star, of that massive 98.88% of the universe. It might even be a little more. And when you're overflowing with that, a lot of great things come in it, like your golden age. We're at the Visionary Summit. Thank you for our first run of young trailblazers. I'm actually really excited to see people getting these results, getting to 95%. Hearing James talk about visionary experiences, hearing Paula talking about mood uplifts, seeing Ephraim talking about, man, addiction can go away. Visionary Summit is where we get all these results. We get the payoff. And if you guys have noticed, we're really big on peak energetics and energy payoff versus work, and not get results. So, things that happen when you hit 90, 95, 98% core energy, and that's scalable. It becomes multidimensional, that 98% now, you keep this up 3 months from now, it's going to be even huger. A year from now, 2 years ago, if you just become a beloved star alchemizer, star blaster, maybe your lifetime member, it's going to juice up even more. Totally visionary states. Like all these ayahuasca people come to me traumatized in this, and it's like, well, if you juice up on the liquid light and you really hit your core power, visionary states, in those states of consciousness will get really awesome and beautiful, and you can walk through worlds without worry. Walk through worlds without worry. That's what's happened to me. I used to be Mr. Freak out of that stuff. Core power sovereignty, you're probably seeing that already. You're seeing your spine get straight, your vitality, the masculine currents turned on, and that means the feminine's current turning on. And you have that independence. You have that Sherman tank of energy where things aren't going to bother you, or oak tree. You're probably feeling more eternal. There's a oneness. The moment of the master is now. And you might feel yourself through archaic worlds and future worlds. Everyone's so concerned about this archaic revival and festivals and new systems of getting along and networking. And I love that stuff. But I hardly ever hear about people having that archaic revival in themselves, going all the way back to Neolithic and beyond, now in the future. With this medicine, you kind of do that. You're seeing beyond things and you're just like, oh yeah, I'm just my own cool light being as I've always been. It's weird. And that's the remembering. Likely, you're really going to start feeling yourself like a kid again, joyful. The magic's back. It's been 20 years. Soul retrieval stuff, body retrieval stuff, mind retrieval, all that kind of stuff. But you remember how it is to feel good, magical. You start getting these massive manifestations that were like, wow, why is all this golden stuff just flowing to me? Why is my life rich in health, wealth, and relationships? Well, this is the return of the king, return of the queen. You have been literally bringing gold energy into your body now for a couple weeks, or however long you've been practicing that schematic, and the ones before that. You have been creating this energy bomb in yourself, this magnetational force. And I consider this work, it's like law of attraction on natural steroids. So don't be surprised if synchronicity after synchronicity after synchronicity comes in. Not to say there's not challenges and contrasts. That's why we have a 5 to 10% thing. We've got to enjoy the fluctuations of life. We have to embrace these challenges because they'll get us to that next level. Contrast is especially good when you're at 95%. When you're at 20%, contrast is pretty fucking brutal, right? 80%, ugh. So now you're probably feeling more rich in health, wealth, relationships, maybe even a professional career. Maybe some of you really bombing yourself with light and you want to go out there and share that. Be your own light warrior, warrioress. You're going to see your professional career take off in this master's course, master certification. You grow your divine garden as an energy connoisseur. Like life just becomes this romantic, loving, compassionate thing overall. And you feel good. Man, it took me I don't know, 20 some years to finally feel good again. How long has it taken you? Does it feel good to be, James was talking about resurrected. Resurrection, I kind of want to say the resurrection wasn't what I thought it was. It's like feeling like a vibrant, vital, quantum, powered up person. And you feel good at 90%, 95, 98, 100. You feel like crap at 50% because you're full of it. It's okay. We bomb it. We get in there. We light it up and do juice it. But in this moment, when we get this, we start getting the results. And it's okay to feel good. It's okay to feel good for the first time since you were a kid. That's why we do this work. That's why we share this medicine, is to finally have that thing we've been looking for years, yourself. A lot of times people, when they work this medicine, I hear them say, man, I really missed me. And I didn't even realize it. I missed me. I missed me. I missed my dad. I missed my mom. I found all of these energies in the star. My own dad in me, my own mom, and my mom. And, you know, it's weird, but you feel good. And that's the whole point of this work. One thing, feel good, and the rest follows, right? You're living the magic. Here's Beyonce rocking her world as a golden goddess she is. You're living the magic. You're in your divine flow. Things are coming and going, you know, magical thing upon magical thing, and you understand the world is divine or richly encoded or at your service, and you really feast on life. You become a great connoisseur of it. You have a sunny mind, emotional clarity, huge. People who have brain fog, suddenly it's gone. You could become a joy bomb where you go. People come up to you, like Paula was saying, she's just vibrant. You know, she goes out and everyone's like, hey, are you looking really good? You know, strangers coming up, that kind of thing, in a positive way, not in an unwanted way, because you're a joy bomb. You're spreading the magic. You're the empowered light king, queen of your own life, of your own willpower, and you grow that divine kingdom. I almost call it like a light empire of awesomeness, and you can teach other people how to do that. And you get these Jedi skills as like a reward too. Like all my psychic abilities have gone off the hook. Like suddenly my psychic communication with my dog, I can hear him a lot of the time and see these thought bubbles of what he said. I never had that stuff before. Guidance comes in super loud and clear and calm, sometimes subtle and just full of depth, to give you the ideas, the trajectory you're looking for. And I even put moving stuff. Like I'm curious if we can move like lightsaber from over there to over there, or as I'm more interested in, a nice margarita from over there to the sun where I'm at, or a protein shake or alkaline drink, you know, put in what you want. And I am wondering, can we move mountains with yang medicine? Can we defy physics and create new physics through light medicine? Can one walk on water? Can one float and fly as I wanted to as a kid? We can do it in an airplane, but I'm kind of wondering. It's just a thought. But for now, at least, very practically, you probably get psychic guidance and visions and all these great things coming in. And, you know, psychic people love this medicine because if they're psychic and at 20% energy, it's a scary world. If you're psychic at 95% energy, world's your oyster. It feels good. It's fun. It's joyful. Swim in the infinite ocean of awesomeness. That's the point of this work. And maybe most of all, people coming to me, it's this new family legacy. You know, gosh, everyone that gets on breakthrough calls and these things, eventually they'll probably hit a moment where they say, it probably started with my family. Abuse, drains, course stress, all the problem-y things. But a lot of good stuff probably happened too if you look at it in a different light. That said, we're probably going through and deleting lifetimes, generations, DNA stuff that's bothered family, the drain leading the drained for maybe centuries. Poverty is like huge. You don't need to be broke, full of richness, full of divine energy. Abuse, addictions. Don't you want like being your own divine dad and mom for yourself? And then you can create that around you. Family can be many things. I feel like my sweet little Minnie's part of my family. The little husky, you know, maybe you have fish, maybe you grow gardens, like, and you can really create safety and power and support and joy for yourself. So for me, a lot of the garden is about a new family legacy. Even if you're staying single the rest of your life, the people you meet, the connections you have, it's a new legacy in your family. And maybe your family will never get what you're doing. Mine, totally clueless. It's okay. But when they see you're full of joy, that people are magnetizing your careers, you're on top of your game, they're going to start paying attention. Or even if they don't, it's fine because it changes. And a lot of the pain you've had with parents, siblings, the crushing heartbreak, it goes away into awesome light. You really go into a true level of golden forgiveness, letting it go. How long have you wanted to let go of that thing with your dad or your mom or sibling or this? I know really bad stuff happens, but there's also a really great young wisdom of bad stuff happens. And we fill up with light and let it go, with light and pleasure. And you create that new family legacy with the work in the sun, or, with the star work in your spectrum lights and those things, and with your deliberate creation, your deliberate thinking, making choices, like using mastery mindset throughout your work. And mostly feeling good, honestly, feeling good and spreading the magic. New family legacy, it seems huge for a lot of people. And that's a little bit into your golden age, the visionary summit, things you might be experiencing, going through, doing this unique work that no one else is doing out there. And I'm just really grateful on the Q&As and Mount Mastery Facebook that we can come together and share this experiences that most people only dream of. You do this work, you're suddenly talking about enlightenment as if it's not some vague thing that only the Buddha or some deep Sufi or someone could do. It's like, no, I'm a dude that stopped looking at the calculus on the chalkboard inside with everyone else, and I went out into the light to get light medicine and light results. All right. Star Schematic 6. Unleash your genius. We just finished Star Schematic 5, which was the golden heart breath, or you might be still into this. I actually suggest doing that golden heart breath until the end of the course and just getting like 2 weeks, a month, just juice of that, because it's such a powerful schematic. It's so simple and it just melts the cage and grows you. And then maybe after that, hit hard with Schematic 6, or even do the golden heart breath with this modality. What is this modality? It's pretty simple. I want you to trick it out in the ways that you find best and masterful, or interesting, or passionate, or you're hungry about, or just fucking curious and want to know, or things you've thought about. One thing I thought about is you guys have probably been asking about the moon. Well, you can trick out star schematics in the moon. I get huge shadow healings. Like the dark stuff turns into dark magic under sun moonlight, or under moonlight. Not as powerful as healings with the sun, but sure. And I think Schematic 2 under moonlight is quite effective. I'm just saying, I bet some of you have thought about this, and you're welcome to trick it out. So how do we trick out? S6, Star Schematic 6. I'd say the first thing is trick it out with music. That's my favorite, right? And here's Mozart, or a picture of Mozart. Let the music take you. What music do I love? I love to play the star schematics and have like taiko or washed out or bonobo. Electronic music is really good to get in a groove with the star, following pace. And if you have that music, you get that flow, that energy. Maybe you could find energy for the different colors. This is my purple list. This is my golden list. This is my infinite yang list. Maybe the infinite yang is Motley Crue and Rush and stuff like that. Maybe Star Schematic 2, which is feminine, is a lot more female singers, Feist or this. But I love electronic. I love masters. I just have Hendrix, Joplin, U2, Zepp. Who's another feminine rock master? Fleetwood Mac would have Stevie Nicks, those kind of things. I love Daniel Lanois. I'm going to give some love to an artist probably most people don't know, but he did help produce U2's albums, Bob Dylan. He's an amazing producer. And there's this one album he has, Shine, has its highlights, and but it really is kind of a spiritual journey. He's a musician. He's a real maestro of electronic with some words, and I'm gonna give him a little love because I love listening to star schematics with him playing, especially the album Shine. And see what you think. Man, hip hop, R&B, Kendrick, Jay-Z. I love NWA. I love the old stuff. Missy Elliott, Black Sheep, Digital Underground. You could go Beyonce. I don't know. You could go Katy Perry. You could do whatever you want. You could create playlists for each schematic. You could literally do, after you finish this program, go over this, create a cool playlist for each of the schematics, and just do the next 3 months again. And watch yourself get extreme results with the recordings and music. Of course, classical and ceremonial stuff. I love Baroque. I love like Mozart, Bach. I love just, oh yeah. Oh gosh, who's this guy, this Italian guy? And I can't think of him right now. So, classical's really great. And all that ceremonial stuff, you want to play your ayahuasca caros, this is great. I'm a little done with the nasal, shama ayahuasca, but you may love that stuff. Do it. Daime hymns, I do those. It's like ayahuasca, but Jesus stuff. Peyote songs, I've seen people do that with this and the star. Sufi music, meditation music, Tibetan bowls, chants, the whole thing. You're welcome to just trick this out. You want to put rich energy in your field, make a rich list. Make, Pink Floyd money and this and that. It's for you. This is all for you and what's fun for you. You're now at this master level. You know these schematics. You actually know them really well, probably. And I think you're even realizing that. You're becoming a master more than anyone else. And so music's a great way to get to that extra level. Tricks of the trade, the healing arts. This is where we really get into your healing genius, which your unique spins and angles and things. Of course, I like diverse breath work, toning, color therapy, chakra power-ups, Merkaba activations. People are into that. All sorts of things you can do. You can do microcosmics, orbits, all these kind of things that people do. We're actually going to do a really great star schematic for this. It's an optional one. And I'd love everyone here to take time and do their own star schematic, post it on Mount Mastery to graduate with certification. It's one of the few things you have to do. Post your mission statement. And I want you to do a recording for us to trick it out in any way you want. I want to see that you can do this in your way. So, but I will be doing one that's like, it's my extreme power up. It's like every chakra, it's got the seed sounds, the vowel sounds, it's just colors, it's got manifestation for each of the chakras. We'll go through this little masterpiece. And I want you to create your own and experiment. This medicine is great with peak performance, body stuff. Oh my God. I juice up and then CrossFit. But the juicing up is way before CrossFit, always. P90X. You can biohack. You can take these supplements. You could do these protein shakes. You could do this sort of yoga in the sun. I will often go in the sun and use the schematics with like those giant balls to open my back, that you lay your back on and curve. I use tennis balls for my shoulders, golf balls for my butt. You can use all sorts of body enhancing things with this work. It's really about your magic. Now that you've got this foundation, these techniques, the 5 schematics, you've got all the recipe we need for enlightenment. And with schematic 6, closing it up, closing mastery, you're Da Vinci, you're O'Keeffe, your Raphael version of this. And I can't encourage you enough to go to higher, greater, more professional, deeper, more spiritual states, heights. So it's about your magic, your medicine, and your style. I often equate what we do, star blasting, star soaking, star surfing, with one of the best sports on the planet, which is skiing, aka also heli skiing. So let's say we go helicopter skiing, we jump off, but I'm teaching you how to ski. You learn the perfect technique. I've done this. I learned perfect skiing technique to the best of my mastery ability. And I just followed the technique. And you know what happened? I wrecked a bunch because I had to throw in a little bit of my style. And it didn't come until I just started playing NWA straight out of Compton, got super low in my skis. Like, you're not supposed to go that low. and curved it out like the Z-Boys in Dogtown skating. And then it clicked, and I had my skiing style. So you know all the techniques now, you're mastering them, keep it up, but start infusing your style, your flow, and watch this go to even greater, like the yellow brick road of your own journey, your own enlightenment path. So it's about your magic, your medicine, your style, plus the star schematics, 5 times infinite yang through the nostrils, infinite yin through the mouth, seed energy, that orange energy to grow everything, the glands, the organs, the whole systems. Tantric turn, we now turn everything on with pleasure. We're really getting into like victory ascent, going after a lot of densities and healing the fuck out of things, and really turning yourself on to integrating opposites. Your demon becomes your lover because it's all integrated in the light. The masculine and the feminine totally unite in this energy within all of us. And then we have the golden heart breath. Those are our 5-star schematics that you have been mastering more than anyone else on the planet. So give yourself a huge golden applause, really like high five yourself for this shit, because no one's doing it. No one's doing this, and you are. And now it's time to let out your healing genius. As we finish mastery, as we bombard you with energies, you get those results in the next 2 weeks. Let's put the last final kick in your 90 days. Let's get double now. You can do it. I'm doing it. Your Jedi career, your leading edge study, that's where we really want to trick it out, which is star schematic 6 here. In your career, I'm hearing it with James. He's talking about healing PTSD and working especially with war veterans and these kind of things. Ephraim, working with certain types of addictions. Paula, who wants to work more with people that are in a rut and want to bring out the magic. Your leading edge study is probably the most interesting thing with the foundation of yang medicine. And a lot of times it's like what you're passionate about, what you're hungry to learn. I think Aaron coming on this course is probably going to learn how to biohack with yang medicine, how to take that foundation and then trick it out and get extraordinary results. And that's star schematic 6. You can all take a breath. We don't have to learn something new. You just trick it out yourself. I will have a really great chakra power up, like full throttle one for you guys to do. And then I want you personally to do at least like a 20-25 minute recording of how you would trick one out. Give us your favorite schematic, something that comes to you or that's fun. Post that recording, a link on Mount Mastery. You can go on SoundCloud, get an account that's free, put it up there. But I want to see you trick it out for the close of this course for certification. Show me, take us, our crew, on your ride down a great hill on Mount Mastery into the star. And don't forget to do it in your career. This is the time to unleash the beast, aka your enlightened genius. What does a real enlightened age look like? Full of core creative power. And we've just finished up the golden age. Now we're getting into our extreme light bending section. I really want to keep this a little simple and just have one idea in your mind. Sculpt the core. What does that mean? Well, first we want to look at something. Day of Reckonings. Illuminating emotional pockets. You will probably find as you go deep into golden heart breath and you go really deep into infinite yang yin in your body and your core, there will be moments where you feel days, hours, years of regret. Things that come up, you wish they were different. And there's nothing you can do but have a good cry, have a good energetic shout, scream at God. It's okay. Go there, go deep. These day of reckonings, usually it only lasts for me, like it might be an hour, it might be 20 minutes, it might be 5 minutes. But man, a good cry, a good angry fist, a good release is such gold, because then you get all that energy back and it reincorporates in your energy field. It's funny, we're talking about age of enlightenment, golden hours, and this is the moment where I'm talking about day of reckonings. It's part of it. Let go of those huge emotional streams that got stuck and watch it flow through and watch more infinite energy and connecting. It's all about healing the disconnection with connection. Watch that stuff clear out. Often I see paranoid as like this pus packet on people's back of hearts. Mind stuff, mental thought. If you breathe into it, there's usually a lot of, I call it sad kid syndrome, a lot of grief, a lot of these things, and anxiety and all these things are kind of covering it up. So don't be surprised if you start melting right in to those emotional packets and then letting them go, and then awesomeness comes back in, floods back in, literally floods back in, and you're restored. Sculpt the core, that's part of it. You melt, you're filling, and you're growing. And as you grow, you get to determine what your energy feels like. Are you first of all, we want everyone 5 times young. But maybe you want more of a muscular body. Maybe you want to be huge in like He-Man. Maybe you want to be more like Laura Croft here, or I don't know. Whatever you've got, you can start sculpting. This is enlightenment. This is Michelangelo shit. You can have like really divinely body, like put together feeling body, and the energy knows what to do. It'll create massive change over time. Massive change with light. Those shoulders will just totally lift up and your heart will open in that cage, and you'll just be like chivalrous dude, shining young chivalrous lady with an amazing like feeling core body, core power. So sculpt it in the way you want. Start being that healing artist in your life, with the energy. And of course, there's always other modalities and things, whether it's yin or this or that or CrossFit. But once again, our main guideline is put power first and sculpt the core with that power, with intention. Often I'll literally watch football games and put like the giant dudes, the quarterback, the line, everyone into my system. I'll watch a brilliant figure skater as she's like moving through and put that in my system. You can put on other energy, amazing people's energies, and sculpt the core. You could put a mountain in there, a rock, it'll help. And you do it with intention, imagination, and energy. Commitment. And that's how we sculpt the core. So guys, that's our golden hour secret of energy mastery training today. We did the Yang wisdom, to be the secret of energy mastery isn't so secret, but not many people are doing it. It's to fill up, to become that, the inner and the outer, the upper and the lower, that total alchemical mix through those energetic forces. Know the guru of the sun, of the light, of the divinity within yourself. And carry that with you throughout your life. Share it in your journeys. You're allowed to be that spiritual, mystical goddess god that just saves the day, or professional that just kicks butt. The secret of energy mastery. We talked about your golden age and things you'd be experiencing through that. Star Schematic 6, which is trick it out. Trick out the schematics and unleash your genius in your careers and in your personal work. And then the extreme light bending, sculpt the core. If you have deep emotional pockets come in, breathe into that and keep sculpting if you want. Be that elegant statue you've been dreaming of, Energy mastery, golden age, schematic 6, and sculpt the core. Upcoming, for mission mastery, for those that want to do their courses, this is really important. Learning how to set up a scheduling system. It's actually fun. I like this stuff. After doing all this intuitive work and energy work, I like to just get to business. Scheduling, show you how to do application forms so you get the right clients instead of the wrong ones, and prepare them for this deeper work so they're not half-assing it. How to do a Facebook ad so you can get people into your Facebook groups and start being that authority and getting people on calls. And then finally, we'll go over enrollment calls. Now, Yang medicine, we'll finish up with that with Advanced Schematic 6 and Energy Mastery Graduation Certification. Remember, you got to trick it out. Do a recording if you want to get your certification. So maybe do that, post on Mount Mastery, and so others can enjoy your work and your study, including me. And there we go. That is week 11. That is our secret of energy mastery. Thanks again to all you pioneers out there, just sending you love and light and delicious adventures and journeying in Mount Mastery. So once again, I'll see you on the mountain, and let the guru live within you.